Everybody knows Pokemon, whether that's from the show, the games, the cards, whatever form it takes. And if you're like me, you probably fell in love with the games, sometimes for the story, but mostly for the gameplay. Over the years, fans have come up with all kinds of different ways to play Pokemon, and it just keeps diversifying. So today, I'll be attempting Pokemon White using only white Pokemon.
You what?
I actually did a similar challenge using only black Pokemon. So if you haven't seen that, I'll leave a link below, so check it out after this video. Now obviously, not every Pokemon is pure white as Reshiram, so here's how this works. I'm allowed to use Pokemon that have strong white features. Once again, this sounds so wrong. If we take a look at Meditite, we can see that it's blue, but also white, so it fits the criteria. Pokemon that evolve into white colored ones are also allowed. Now, there's some Pokemon that lean more to a beige, cream color, or even slightly yellow, but if they're closer to white overall, they get a pass. Yeah, I'm just convinced I can't write this without sounding racist. To make things harder, I'll be using additional rules, and I'll be playing the full white version of the game. There's a harder version with more Pokemon variety, reworked typings, updated move pools, and tougher battles. And just like last time, I'll be naming my Pokemon after a white famous person. So, without further ado, like, subscribe, and please, enjoy the video. Now, last time I did give myself a black-ass name. What the f should a white name be equivalent to Kevin? I'll take a moment to think, then get reminded of a character from The Walking Dead, so I named myself Kenny. I spawned in my room with my rivals and get to pick a starter. Tepic isn't available this time, but also it is, and in my opinion, Snivy too. Now, I did talk about the colorings that may look more white than like beige, brown, whatever it may be, gets a pass. Obama Burial though, Superior is not white. That shit does not count as a white mon, but that means up until Servine, that's allowed, bro. In my opinion, it's white enough. And that sounds wrong. I start by fighting Bianca and she gets rolled, and the same goes for Sharon. Once we reach Juniper's lab, I can finally name my starter, so I name our boy after the one and only Slim Shady. On Route 1, I catch a Pidgey and name her Scarlett Johansson, and a Zigzagoon named Henry Cavill. Lightning gives Zigzagoon the pass, and honestly, depending on which Pidgear you're looking at, it's either white or slightly yellow, so I allow it. Our first battle against the end is up next, and low-key, I get off-angled. His lead counter Shady, so I have to swap and finish it off with Scarlet. Then his Mankey comes in, and the moment I click Growl, I already know it's over. You have Defiant! Oh, it's beginning. It's beginning. I'm actually about to lose again, by the way. In past two videos I've uploaded, I've lost really early to random trainers, and it looks like that trend is still continuing here. But you know what I would say to that?
One time is funny, two times is fucking annoying, no?
This time I come back more prepared and take him down with ease. On Route 2, I run into a Mankey, which I consider my fourth white Pokemon. Some people might disagree, but to me, it's only gotten lighter with each generation. I name him Chris Hemsworth, though I slightly change it later. You'll see why. I should also mention this at Meowth, but it honestly looks more yellow than white in this game, so I skip it. My second rival fight with Bianca gets carried by Chris and Shady, but I'm not sure I can say the same about the Sharon battle. He immediately sends out a level 11 Starly and absolutely beat my ass. To be fair, it's not my fault he suddenly jumped that high in level. I head to the Dream Yard to get some training in, but even then, I get unlucky and he crits me.
Oh!
On my third attempt, I finally beat him. On the brighter side, I can finally attempt the gym. As we know, the leader depends on which starter you picked, which means I have to fight Chili. The game does give you a Panpour, but unfortunately, it's blue and yellow. It's a rotation battle, which makes everything unpredictable, but I go for a headbutt and flinch him. I go for another and get the same result, forcing him to heal. He rotates into Tepic, whose very first hit is a crit. I keep spamming a headbutt until it eventually takes down Charmander. He lands a yawn on me, which worries me, so I rotate thinking it won't put me to sleep and switch into Scarlet to finish it off with Quick Attack. I try to pluck Pancher's berry, but he rotates out. I gotta raise the wind off that barely does any damage.
What?
He fires back with Tri Attack, burns me, and that leads me straight to my death. I misclick low kick, nearly getting Chris killed. Elisa's Cyndaquil goes down too, but Panzer ends up taking out our Chad. There's a 2v2, and I already know Shady can't do anything, so I sack him first, only to realize after a headbutt that Yawn is about to put Henry to sleep. Please, 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 please. Please. It's the G's. The first attempt wasn't bad, but I wish I could say he went down on the second, which he didn't. Scarlet!
I didn't do nothing to you. You're just mean because you're British.
After I lost like that, I don't say a single word on my third attempt. Chris Hemsworth just locks the fuck in, and after landing a crit like that, I knew it was time. I cancel off further dance with Defiant, get some damage up on Cinda, then one-shot Charmander. I land the head on Panzer, but once I see it start setting up a nasty plot, I swap the Scarlet to pluck his berry. Torture goes down, leaving him with only 2 Mons. Even though I lose 3, Chris gets 1 last hit in, and Henry Cavill clutches the fuck up. Oh my god, Chris Hemsworth. Or go Chris. He definitely deserved that Luffy edit. After getting the first badge, I got my next encounter, Togepi. Shout out Britney Spears. As I move on to Route 3, Slim Shady evolves, and I end up fighting Charon again. This time, the fight goes way smoother. I picked up a Spinda named after some old dancer. It's kinda irrelevant, but I did put some work in this fight. Quick Attack does its thing, same Karate Chop, until I unfortunately miss and eat an acrobatics to the face. A Pluck takes it out, steals Tepig's berry, and somehow she wins the fight. Up-Ed was more Team Plasma Biz, but me and Sharon cleaned them up. Luckily for me, my next encounter is in this cave, Aaron. Now we got Margaret Rob on the team, you know what I'm saying? High key, we got a lot of bad bitches on our team, bro. Is that even crazy to say? I mean, I'm just saying, like, we got bad bitches on our team. Another cool thing about this game is that it lets you catch stars in the wild. So when I found Oshawott, I was hyped as hell. I named him Arthur since he was a cool guy and also wielded
Excalibur, Excalibur, from United Kingdom. I'm looking for help.
Shortly after I make it to Nacton City, I make sure to grab myself a Meditite. Shout out Pokemon Odyssey because I named it Mars. Just so you know, I had to catch a few before I finally got one with pure power. After that, I head to the museum, but it's a forest battle with N, which I in fact did not lose. Johansson evolves, and once I step into the gym, Henry does too, even learning a busted move. God damn! I make sure to grab one more encounter, Slack Off. Thankfully, Vigoroth is white, and with his new Sheer Force ability, it actually hits like a truck. I just remember Nuzlocke in this game, and I always lost against this bitch. Pretty sure it's double intimidate. Raising my attack. Oh, I just remember that contrary. Wonderful. Go Iron Defense. I guess Tackle. How much will a Tackle do here, honestly? Hypnosis? Oh, fuck off. That did a lot of damage, though. Retaliate. Okay. Even on plus attack, I'm pretty sure Leaf Tornado does about the same. Yeah, I think if I learn Cut, like, you actually just, like, die. Well, I froze you're dead, but it's whatever. I'm gonna go for a Mud Slap, then I'm going for a Rock Smash. Remember, we have Sheer Force. Oh my goodness, that was a lot of damage. Reversal on who? Oh my god, you actually have reversal. That's fucked. I know they're gonna retaliate like there's no tomorrow. I don't want to lose Becky though. Mars, she's the slowest, so she probably is gonna suffer the most. Helping Hand? Wait, what the fuck is he going for? Revenge? Oh wait, that was a 100 IQ switch in then. I get a Force Palm off along with a Mud Slap, but unfortunately he doesn't miss. Margaret actually tanks it anyway. He misses the Retaliate, Mars and Margaret both get their attacks off, and that forces a heal. Shortly after, Herdier goes down, and then Bouffalant too. I was really hoping they'd go for Retaliate on Mars, but it's on Henry, and of course, it's a crit. Oh, don't kill.
Ah, Jesus!
Get diffed on, bitch. That could have gone really bad, but thankfully the team clutched up. Team Plasma is back to harassing everyone, so it's on me once again to deal with them. I make a few team adjustments before heading into the forest. I also find a Cockney and name her Adele, and I may or may not have gotten carried away loose to a random ranger. Anyway, when I do finally fight against the Plasma Grunt, I start noticing just how awful my luck actually is. Can I stop getting hacks? Like, oh my god, I'm genuinely getting annoyed, bro. Like, how many times will I get hacks? Like, just let me play the fucking game, bro.
Nope.
God damn.
Nope.
Yes, please. You know what? I honestly hope I always get confused. I hope I never get crits. I hope I get confused every single time, because that's just what this reality is at this point. It's the same shit over and over again. Matter of fact, why can't you learn SmackDown? You're a rock type. Kill me then, kill me. Like, I'm so glad I'm recording this. I'm so glad I'm recording this. The expose is fraud. After beating him, I immediately lose to another trainer because I missed Razor Shell. Shortly after that though, I finally make it to Castilia City. I prep my team for Berg, and luckily for me, Mankey evolves as well. I have to be honest guys, I'm bald. Mid-video, I just lost my hair and it's pretty bad. Yeah. Just kidding. Yo, look, got a new cut. Like, we fucking with it though, you know what I'm saying? Like, retwist and fade and shit. Yo, I know it's had nothing to do with the video, but holy fuck, bro. I look and feel fly as fuck, I'm not gonna lie. Let's go get this shit though. Remember earlier when I said Chris' name would be slightly changed? I added a D and period as a One Piece reference. At this point, every Mankey I use has to be a Luffy reference, bro. I know Berg always leads with Intimidate, so Luffy gets a +1 attack. I instantly regret removing Smackdown though, since he doesn't one-shot Vespiquen. He gets hard focused and goes down. Becky now has Retaliate, so I'm hoping I can take down 2 mons this turn. But unfortunately, that doesn't happen. Bro, what? Getting an Omni boost like that was already crazy, but getting burned by Scald and dying in 1 turn was even worse. I tried to do whatever I can with my remaining mons, but if I'm being honest, I lose either way. Henry Cavill, come on bro! Extreme speed up! Oh my goodness, that didn't kill. I flinched with extreme speed though! Oh my god, that's so clutch! Because I did put King Shock on him. Do I even win this though? What is his hype moment with Aura for even? I tried my best, but this fight was going to take a while. I was a bit shocked to see that even with Smackdown, Vespiquen actually survives, which means Chris still dies in the end. Even when I get him down to his last 3, I still get hoed. No! What is that crit? And just like that, I lose again, and again, until I finally snap. I make sure Vespiquen dies along with John Mega. Right now, Arthur and Chris are a powerful duo, and even with the odds against them, they pull through. These two single-handedly take down 3 of his mons, but unfortunately their time comes to an end. Becky and Scarlet attack, taking down Masculine. They live the rock slide and finally put an end to Scolipede, leaving Levani alone to be slaughtered. Once I get the badge, I'll force to fight Bianca before I can leave this city. She's weak though, so it only takes a few minutes. There was also one with Sharon in the desert. I really hate rotation battles, but at least this one wasn't too bad because Arthur pops the fuck off. This is our boy Arthur! Yo! Traversing the desert finally gets Margaret to evolve, but aside from that, it's just battles and 0 mons I can catch. Once I reached Nimbasa though, it was time for adjustments. I say goodbye to Scarlet and welcome Britt. I don't know if the evolution method was changed, but she evolves really fast. Even though she's still kinda bad for the next gym, that's why I head west of the city to grab another team member, aka Taylor Swift. Before I can take on the gym, I'm forced into a Ferris wheel date with N and then straight into battle. Little did he know, he only had the upper hand the first time because now I'm stronger. Get out of here, boy. I'm confident in this team. I believe that I can even first try this bitch.
Let's get
to it. Elisa, you've always been a baddie, and you've always had a strong typing. However, Margot Robbie, who's quite harder, will take you down. That she did. But man, I was overconfident. Once Emolga goes down, Ampharos comes in. I protect to see what it's going for, only to watch it fire off Focus Blast on the very next turn. This AI makes 0 sense, bro. I get leash seed up, but it barely matters. This thing walls my team like crazy. Chris goes down, and just when I think Becky can secure the kill, she heals. She hasn't missed a single Focus Blast, by the way. Funnily enough, that move alone kills about 90% of my team. Taylor clutches up with the digs, and even though she dodges a Focus Blast, my luck doesn't carry me any further. No! Oh my god! Taylor, come on! No! No! No!
Oh!
I get completely destroyed. For some reason, every single time I fight Elisa, she kicks my ass. This gym accounts for a huge chunk of my losses this run. It doesn't help that she keeps landing crits and never misses F-Blast. Even when my stars are good, I still get hoed. Her Galvantula is such a pain in the ass, and it's the main reason I lose most of these runs. And even when I beat it, her Reshiram is just too fast and too strong for me to properly counter. I'm getting fed up with missing my moves and constantly losing. Fuck! What is that? What is that? What is that? Like, genuinely, I'm getting so fed up. I'm getting so fed up. When I lean back in the chair, you know it's bad. I realize I need to change something if I want to win. So head back to the PC, evolve Adele, and run the exact same game plan. This time though, I abuse the fuck out of Prankster. She gets an energy ball off, which Taylor follows up on. Right 2 Volt switches into Galvantula, which unfortunately takes Taylor out. Our wildcard Henry Cavill hits the field. She uses a hyper potion. She Volt switches back into right 2 while I set up a workup, then immediately fire off Extreme Speed. Raichu goes down, and so does Galvantula. Even though Substrika comes in, I do a fuck ton of damage before going down. All I'm praying for is that it doesn't crit, and thankfully it doesn't. Elisa, you may be a baddie, but damn you're annoying to fight. I put Brady and Arthur back on the team, finally making her fully evolved. I finally make it to Driftveil City, where I pick up 2 new encounters, most importantly, Katy Perry. What makes her even better is that she's part fighting in this game, which makes her way more viable. Goodbye though, Chris, because you're getting replaced. With this new level of military might, I'm ready to challenge Clay. Arthur, a cute little otter on the team, unevolved, but he has to perform. I'm liking my team. It looks like the type of team you see in the anime, like some mons are fully evolved, some are not, probably won't ever evolve. I know I said it in a weird way, but Kenny versus Clay. First one is Hippowdon. I have Evil Eye on our guy, but I want to see the sort of power output a little Arthur can have, but Suzudan see. Now, Aquatito. Even dodged. Oh, baby. Oh, that's crazy. Is he gonna heal? I don't know if he's gonna heal. He switched. He goes Seismitoad. He has Water Absorb. Switch out immediately. Got a Slim Shady. Eat the Earth Power and go Gigaldurania. No! Oh, you outspeed. Well, that was kind of unexpected. You get a crit. Oh my god, gets shit on. Elisa gets some flinch hacks, but it doesn't matter since he heals and I miss my next hit. No. Come on, 5 times. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Come on, 4. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Fuck. Seismitoad goes down, and Taylor manages to get a hit off on Marowak before falling. I really thought Arthur was going to tank this until I watched his HP melt instantly. No, the fuck he can't. Unfortunately, Steelix hard counters my last 2 mons, so that was yet another L in the book. Sometimes, I really wish this was the anime, because unevolved mons suck. The second time goes a bit better. Contrary helps me tank a Sludge Wave and take down Seismitoad, but then his monster's Extra hits the field. The only thing I can do before it sets up Swords Dance is throw out a Lychee. Shady gets 1 tapped, Brittany gets 1 tapped, and Sandrush proves once again how broken it is outspeeding my entire team. After the PTSD of getting outsped by Elisa, I had enough. On my 3rd attempt, I bring back the Prankster Demon to finish this. He goes for Bulldoze, not realizing Contrary makes it backfire on him. Shady takes out both the Hippo and the Toad. When the beast comes out, I send on my Demon to paralyze it and let Katie handle the rest. She takes down Steelix, but falls to Marowak. Brittany gets a hit off before going down, and so does our boy Arthur. Taylor finishes it off, and by the grace of God, wins me the fight. Oh, Death Flinch! King's Rock Clutch is real! King's Rock Clutch is real! Personally, I've never been a huge fan of Whimsicott, but it's literally the reason I keep winning these battles. But in Shardstone Cave, I get challenged by N. In this hack, he actually has a full team of Rotoms, which turns out to be pretty strong. He beats my ass the first 2 attempts, but moving like Mahoraga, I clutched it out on the 3rd. I even backtracked to Route 3 as I missed an encounter, Blitzel or Jim Carrey.
Okay.
I make sure my team is absolutely stacked for Skyla, because in the previous video, she beat my ass pretty badly. But before I can fight her, I have to ring this big ass bell, which also reminds me of a fond memory. I think it was back in like 2010, 12? Also, you can summon Ho-Oh here. I swear that was like a random Tyranitar 2 video, bro. I used to fall for those fake ass videos like way back so much, bro. After reminiscing, I make some final team adjustment and go in determined to win on the first try. I completely forget it's a triple battle, but luckily my 3 elites are perfect. I make sure Jim targets Skarmory and nearly one-shots it. Unfortunately, Katie eats a Brave Bird, but she actually survived if the Braviary didn't attack. Skarmory goes down and Archeops hits the field. All I'm praying for is that Substrike outspeeds it, which it thankfully does. Manbus barely scratches Jim, giving Margaret a free hit and even ends up KOing it. Glacier comes out next, which has me worried for Jim. So I Vulture to take out Swanna and pivot into Punisher. He only really makes one cameo, so he's kind of irrelevant and dies anyway. Jim takes out Braviary while Brainy and Margaret both focus the Gliscor and drop it into him. Even you're fed up with losing. Amazing. I'm happy about this. This is always very different from how it went last video. This is exactly the kind of win I needed. I'll finally get my hands on HM Serp, which unfortunately means replacing our cute otter with a big jellyfish named Ryan Gosling. Even with the worst nature of all time, he's rocking with us. Once I set foot in Icarus City, I immediately prepped my team for the Ice Gym. 7th gym, bro. I'm trying to have the same type of results we had with Skyla. Clean first try. That's why Luffy's back on the team, and I'm not gonna like show any type of mercy. I'm here to win. Winner. With that mindset, I'm confident going in, especially when Quick Claw activates turn 1, slaying with Glaceon. Katie eats a Wood Hammer, and Margaret one-shots a Abomasnow. I was hoping my Beartick would outspeed his, but that doesn't happen, and Margaret goes down. She was so close to finishing it, but it ends up working out anyway. I swap it to Chris and focus the Ice Cream, knowing he's about to heal the Beartick, which gives me a free turn to attack. Unfortunately, Frostlass outspeeds both and completely demolishes them. I thought Frostlass still outsped me, which it didn't, and I almost got Ryan killed. Thankfully, he dodges Rock Slide and takes the bear down. I want Frostlass gone for good, but I overestimate Flame Charge damage and lose Ryan. Luckily, it drops to life for recoil. 1 Vorutu Takuru, and Wake Up Slap later, we get the win. Another leader beat in on the first try. We're so in there, dog. As some cool story stuff and ton of battles, I had my final rival battle with Bianca. My winning streak had me confident, but that was soon about to change. Beartick has Swift Swim, doubling my speed and letting me move before Mian Xiao, but it survives and takes her out. Volt Tackle one-shots Persian and Mian Xiao goes down, but her Lilligant cooks Ryan while Misharna takes out Jimmy. Taylor misses Tail Slap, which almost cost me Margaret's life. It wasn't looking good. The fact that Samrock came out and how she never misses Focus Blasts, this fight was over. Extreme Diff in Bianca's favor. How do y'all speed now? Like, of course I get credited. Like, takes me at least 2 more attempts to finally beat her. I'm just glad they removed triple and rotation battles because they actually suck, bro. I'll finally make it to Upper City where the final gym awaits. I was worried since dragon types are insanely strong, but I still felt confident in my team. Ryan unfortunately went past the level cap, Start brought Adele back and planned to give the whole squad a tailwind boost. The start was awful though. I swap with the Jim and he dies to Earthquakes while Adele gets crit by Fire Blast and goes down. However, Katie gets a bulk up, which was all I needed. Taylor and Margaret both focused on Gyarados while Katie one-shots Altaria. Rodigan tries to take out my bear, but she says no. I make sure to break Dragon Eyes multi-scale with Taylor, let Margaret land the final blow, and Katie finish off the Drodigan. What a miss! Oh my god, I'm so happy. For once, I'm actually happy that I'm not fucking getting my booty tickled and dying in the first turn. Yes, the tailwind strat paid off. It was actually worth the hard scale, bro. Let's freaking go. The fact he didn't land a single Hydro Pop made me happy. With the last batch secured, it was time to head for the lead. But before I could though, Sharon wanted one final battle. He beat me in battle the first time we ever fought, but little did he know, I'd far surpassed him. Taylor literally flinches his ass and takes him down. I U-turned into Ryan and ended with Surf. I let Brittany handle the grass monkey and get some chip on in his M-board. I thought Ryan would outspeed, but that was a mistake on my part, and he gets KO. Chinchino does her job, proving once again she's one of the aces on this team. GG Sharon, I'm simply stronger. As I step into the victory road, the very first trainer may or may not have made me black out. Look, I was caught off guard, and I beat her on the second try. Honestly, she was the strongest trainer there. I dodged most of the others, which really made me realize how much more cancerous this section was than Black 2 Redux. Seeing that gate was a huge relief because it meant I finally made it to the league. Now it was time to make the team that would beat the Elite 4. So obviously I know we're gonna have a battle with End and guests and all that, but we're gonna have room to like switch up the team by then. But I am thinking of putting Adele on a team because that Tailwind Prankster is clutch, and it truly is. I bet it's Margaret and lock the team in as is and begin with Marshall. Okay, I'm gonna Air Slash Sock first, and then Tailwind obviously. This is good. That's already bad that he still outspeeds, and he also superpower, almost one-shotting me. He's definitely gonna heal here though, and that guy has guts, which isn't nice. But I'm gonna go for an all-out attack on Sock. That's a good thing that we still out.
Oh my God!
I can't lie. After I missed like that, I didn't say a word. I swap it to Taylor, which on paper looks like a bad play, but don't underestimate this Swifty. She takes out Sock, while Throw unfortunately draws Brittany. Mian Xiao comes out, but she's completely unfazed and slaps the fuck out of it. What a juicy crit. Both of them go down, but Taylor almost gets knocked out by Mach Punch. I'll still get 3 tail slaps off, then let Ryan get the final blow. Conkeller takes Taylor out, but from there it's smooth sailing and I secure the win. Who would have thought a normal type would carry this fight? Next up is the Bed Princess Caitlyn, who genuinely was counter-building. The moment I go for Tailwind, chase me with a domain expansion and sets Trick Room. Oh my god, he used Trick Room. He said domain expansion. Like, no, domain expansion. Fuck off, bro. What? Stuns for. I practiced though, so fuck you, bitch. What is this reverse fucking magic going on right now? Like, inner domain and shit. Like, what is going on? From there, it all goes downhill. Trick Room combined with Magic Bounce completely fucks me. Within a few turns, I lose. Fuck this shit. I'm actually raging, I'm not gonna lie. For the next attempt, I switch up the plan. I went for an all-out attack to kill Sigilin. Same goes for her Reuniclus, but this time, she hits a double Trick Room, completely reversing the effect. Unfortunately, Taylor gets one-shotted, but Ryan goes in for the revenge kill. Both Katie and Ryan take heavy damage, but the quick loss saves them both. That clutch was exactly what I needed because the rest of the fight was a breeze. Get fucked on! Oh my god, get fucked on! Some of the Tailwind strategy against Chantal is also kind of ass here, but despite a rough start, I actually do really well and even get her down to her last Pokemon. No way, I actually lost! Again. I lose one more time before finally beating her. Last up is Grimsley, who thankfully ends up being the easiest of the 4. This is a completely one-sided battle. Only 2 more fights to go. End beats Aldrin, that summons an entire castle out of the ground. Once I enter, I immediately get jumped by a bunch of old men, but thankfully in this game, the gym leaders actually have relevance outside of their gyms. When I finally meet End in the throne room, he pulls out his Blue Eyes White Dragon, while I'm forced to catch the Red Eyes Black Dragon, which I obviously can use. With no time to waste, it's time to fight End. Oh, his lead was Reshiram. Great. Okay. Went for something I'm immune against. I think he went Focus Blast. I could not clearly see. Shit fucking figures. I set up Tailwind right away, but Adele immediately gets one shot by Flamethrower. Katie comes in and takes it out, but then the real Reshiram hits the field. I have basically 0 switches for this thing, so I'm praying Brittany can tank at least something. What? That's some BS. Oh, I get fucked on. Is this winnable? Oh, wait, no, it might not even be winnable anymore. And it sure wasn't. That start was awful, but credit to End for abusing Zoroark's illusion perfectly. At this point, I was done with Whimsicott, so I bring Aggron back in, and the difference was night and day. Quick Claw starts popping off, and I force out 2 Draco Meters from the dragon. Brittany finally stands a chance against it, cheesing it with Tri-Attack and Soft Boils. Once Aerodactyl comes out, I swap into Aggron, who somehow dodges the move and even tanks the Earthquake. Electrify takes her out, and also Katy Perry, but all I needed was to bail out a close combat so Taylor could actually feint him. I need 5 times, I'm not gonna lie. I need 5 times. I need 5 times. I need 5 times. I just need 3 times.
Look at my God!
Oh, okay. Woo! Woo! What a critical hit. Mega Frost special step attacking move. Yep. Saw that coming from a mile away. Oh wait, yeah, slack off. Fuck. Nice. Let's start hacking this dude. First fucking attacks that crit too. Oh, you love to see it. Die. Quick Claw has been very fucking clutch. I am not gonna lie. Let's go ahead and do the final battle in this game. Versus Getsus. I don't know what this guy has. Drapion. Genuinely, don't you get cross shot or something in this game? I think you get some cringe shit. I don't know. I'm scared low-key. Toxic Spikes. I should just bulk up. Try attack though immediately. Attack again. And okay, he has Sniper. He has Sniper. Oh, that's such a huge burn. I'm not gonna lie. Let's try to do double protect maybe. He has Storm Throw. Okay, he's gonna go Storm Throw again. Get red. That doesn't kill. That's kind of crazy. I just don't know speed. He's gonna go Night Slash or something. Don't crit. Thank you. Hydreigon. Oh, Katy Perry actually moved like MUI. No, 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 no. Oh my goodness. You can't make this shit up. Oh my god. No, that is way too much damage, bro. Oh, we have speed still. Oh! The trespassers that are the domain of the gods! Yo! Oh my god, get fucked on! Nobody understands how I feel right now. I have gone like the worst luck throughout the entire game. But let me not speak too soon. Let's still continue doing our battle, okay? We have spell tag on, so you should be dead. Yes. Gensect. This is not good. Will-O-Wisp? No. Bug Buzz? I mean, doesn't that already physical attack? Yeah, you're using special type attacking moves. I don't know, bro. Okay, you have Bug Buzz. You have, this guy definitely has Flash Cannon, by the way. I think I just need to go for an all-out attack. Just Volt Tackle immediately. Oh my goodness. Rock Polish. Okay, I'm glad I did it. Go Katy Perry, because I don't know what his last one is. And I don't want to sack my fastest mouse on the team right now. Bug Buzz. Oh my god, resisted too. Go fucked on. Gyarados. Okay. He's gonna go Dragon Dance? No, goes EQ. You know, in the video beating Pokemon Black 2 for only black Pokemons, the final move we used was Volt Tackle. And it looks like about some crazy odds is about to happen again. G fucking G. And just like that, I actually did it. This was easily the most satisfying fight in the entire video for me. Because for once, I didn't get home. This once again asks the question. I guess why Pokemon can truly beat the game. Now, I did actually get 20 less losses this time around. I got 27 blackouts compared to the black only video, which is like 48. Different game, obviously, but this was still the Drayano type hacks, if that makes sense, since it's like enhanced difficulty and whatnot. Let me know what you think though. But one thing I always like to say at the end of my videos is that I truly aim to become a YouTube GOAT. Every time I post one of these big videos, I truly give it my all and want to bring to you an experience you haven't seen before. Whether that's through my storytelling, my editing, personality, something different within the Pokemon niche. And I truly hope you experience that through watching this video. Now, I know not everybody at first glance gonna believe me or my mission, but if you truly believe and want to join me on this journey and the rest of the Striker community, all you gotta do is just subscribe and join the Discord. Honestly, it's been very fun to do these two challenges back to back. Let me know which one's actually your favorite. If you want to support me further, check out my socials and become a channel member today, as it helps me one step closer to make YouTube my living. But before I actually end off this video, I feel like there's one thing I did forget to do. I think it was supposed to be somewhere in this town. I don't think it was this house. I think it was this one. Let's see. Wait. No.
Wait.
No!
Wait.
No!